no train, no nothing. A couple of work trucks running around a little bit. Checking the yard, make sure nobody's in there goofing around, not supposed to be there. So I'm kind of heading back, but I've not filmed ever the train running towards the north, farther north. So I'll show you where the train crosses the freeway here. It's U.S. U.S. road. I'll show that where it crosses, and then where it goes into the next town. I'm thinking that the train probably probably went up last night and came back last night. That's usually what happens, I'm told. I've never spent the time to ride. It's like 60 plus miles up to this location where they drop a load of like, they're not gondola, like center flows, where they have like hoppers underneath the bottom. They open up the doors and drop a load. And I'm not sure exactly what they drop. At one time, there used to be a cement plant up in that area, and it moved. I think it moved locations. Is what I believe. I've never spent the time to go find out exactly where they go at up there. So, I went up there to buy some used tools, but I've never went on a trip up there to see what they did. Now, when I used to work in the next town that I was, one of the towns that where the train runs through, I used to work in that town, but at that time YouTube wasn't even running at that time, and I just knew that there was a train coming through, and it was not any more than that. So yeah, that's the story behind that. I do remember seeing when I worked in that community, because I used to work on cars. I do remember hearing the horn blow through, and I remember seeing the trains that would stop in different locations up there. And I think the guys would just go in and have coffee or talk with the locals. A little PR. So just up here, another bit is where the train comes across. I'd like to sometime climb up there and get a picture up there, but it's quite a ways up in the air. It's like 20, 30 feet in the air the crossing is. So you just can't, get your hiking boots on and climb that hill. She's not too far away now. So it's closer to the next town than it is closer to that, where I just would turn off there and go towards where I live in, direction I live in. So I believe just up around the curve is the crossing over this road. I don't think they have a name for it, other than the train bridge over the road. Yeah. Anyways, like I said, I went down to see if there was any train activity down in there, and there's not. And we're really close. Really close. And there she is. So it's closer. It goes on an angle, and it's closer to the town that it goes into now. And to park your car on a nice sunny day and climb up there up one of those hills on either side and get some footage from up there would be something that could happen eventually this summer, maybe, huh? There's a road right there that goes up in there. So that's 15.5. So it's shorter than 20 inches, 25 feet, I said. Because that's why I said 25 feet. But don't recall ever of seeing a train come across that bridge. They have lots of nature trails. That's a snowmobile trail right there coming across. So we'll go into this little town and I'll show you where the train comes in there. I don't believe when I did a summer music thing here for fire, I think it was 4th of July. The 4th of July here I filmed downtown this town. A little bit. There was like 2 million people here. So this one's called Fife Lake. I guess it's got quite a lot of history behind it. No, Fife didn't live here, I don't think, but somebody lived here, and I'm not sure exactly what the story was here. I would love to find somebody that I could text back and forth when a train comes through here, because it's not that far away. I used to come over here quite a lot to the hardware downtown here when I lived kind of closer this way. So I spent a lot of time at this hardware and buying stuff. So yeah. So anyways, I did their fireworks here on live this year, actually last year, I mean, and it was all right, I guess. They had live music there that was all copyrighted, so see, I don't think this road, no, this road doesn't give you access to the rail at all. So it runs over here to my right and comes down, and now I'm going to cross it here, down here. So she comes in here and swipes through here and then goes down here and goes on around, and I don't remember ever being downtown when a train comes through here. But if you look at the rail has had something come through one time or another. So that's where she comes through. So now, I don't know when it comes through here. I can probably run in the hardware and and ask the questions of the people. And anyways, right here was the fireworks show. Right here to the there's a park here, and this place packs out with millions of people every 4th of July. So, yep. There's a lake there, and people go ice fishing. I would probably tell you to stay right off that ice right now, because that is very thin, especially if it's covered with snow. Let's see. Does this road go through? I'm trying to remember if that road goes through. I don't think it does. No, that guy was just flipping a U-turn anyway. So I have a guy that is a friend of mine. If I have questions about cars, he will. He lives up there on the hill there. He doesn't work anymore. He has that luxury that he doesn't have to work anymore. So I'll have to make a connection with him and see if he could tell me if when a train comes and when a train doesn't. Because I would like to zoom on over here. So you won't know until it's in town. So the time I get to my house and if I'm not working, better yet, if I'm not working, I could probably zoom down there and film it. Zoom over here. So we're like 25 minutes away from this railroad crossing here. So, and the hardware in question was right here on the right. Is the place I went to and got all my stuff. I guess they have auto parts now in there someplace. It's a nice quiet little one, but I'm sure that it's hard to tell if it was today or last night. Oh, I could have just went to that restaurant. I could have just went to that restaurant parking and seen. So anyways, that's the scenario with this little town and the train goes through. So, you know what I'm saying? That's about all I can show you, other than it goes up to the next town. And like I said, it wasn't too far along that that train comes through here. Oh, it's Gilroy's now. Yeah, it used to be 540 Hardware, now it's Gilroy's. Yeah. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you along, show you where the train comes into on the other direction that I've never filmed before. So, and I don't know, it's kind of like the one I just came back from is not too far away from me, and not too far away, but far enough, you know, that I can get to that one and see a yard with something. This other one, there's no yard, so I would just be chasing after myself, chasing my tail, I guess you'd say. Yeah. And I don't know what the population is here. I wish I did, but I don't. Wish I knew all that information, but I don't. Sometimes they used to have signs outside of these little towns of what the population is in this town, but I'll tell you, that whole park down there, it's not very big, it's packed full of people. So that's about all I got you. They're right there in that little town, and the little town, which this town, as far as the way of, this is part of the same county that I live in, so that's why we come over here a lot, was because it was not that far away, but it was far enough away. All right, I'm gonna let you go. That's what I got to tell you about that little place. Huh? That little place.